Virgos, what's up? I'm back. It's your girl Morgan, and we're going to talk about you today too, because procrastination, and I had to work on my hustle, which I kind of explained in the last video. Anyway, Virgos. The Virgo energy is so wonderful, and I get so angry that people sleep on it. Oh my freaking god. It is terrible. You know, Virgos are such amazing souls. You want to call them anal retentive? You want to call them perfectionists? Nah, it ain't like that. They're perfectionists because they care about what they do. Whatever they do, they put their heart and soul into. They make it a career. They start from the bottom, kind of like Taurus, kind of like Capricorn, and they just progressively work. They're the maiden in the zodiac. So these people will reap their harvest. And normally the Virgos I've met, very solid and good people. So I have two childhood best friends. One's a close friend, one's my best friend, that are Virgos. One is just an absolutely excellent mom, very warm, very encouraging. Once again, Virgos care about you. They will encourage you if you're making the right moves. Just very lovely soul to be around. Like, she was one of my serious heads when I needed it, when I do my own kooky little thought process. We'll get to that in my video for my sign. That'll be down the line. Anyway, and the other is one of my best friends still to this day. She has her own company where she does princess parties. And like during this quarantine and Stay Inside Fest 2020, she's been like doing little tea parties, reading to the children, and she is just so whimsical and fun. Like her outfits, down to the detail. Her makeup, down to the detail. Why? It's not because they're anal retentive and perfectionists. They want everything to be perfect because they care about what they're doing. Remember that. They want it to be perfect. If you're a friend, if you're their loved one, they want it to be perfect because they care about you. This is them sharing their harvest with you. If you're a close friend, they will always, always help you out. Like my Virgos, just like my Leos, have been angels. For real. There was one. She's also one of my best friends and my drummer here. And also, she fixed this from being brown. She's also a cosmetologist. She's working on getting her certification up here. She is so insanely creative in makeup. I watched my sister. She's the other one I watched. She is the one that taught me how to create a face. So God bless her heart, little snoods. And she is a drummer. And when you see her makeup, this girl can do special effects makeup. She's that good. Like, I back her. If anyone who does your hair, I say her. She saved my hair. She's the only one I trust with it 100%, really, to be truthful. And she is musically inclined, and one of the hardest workers I met. I trained her at my old job that we worked at together, and we just bonded. We're both music lovers. I sing. She plays drums. We're doing a thing now, and she's like a little sister to me. Like, she and I are just very similar energies, and I love her energy. She's the same way. During this time, same with my neighbor who's also a Virgo, which we'll get into that in a second, has given me some of the harvest when I was down and out because unemployment's fun up in Ohio right now. Thank goodness I just got a job. That being said, she is just so wonderful. Like, if I'm hurt, she hurts. Same with my two other Virgos at home and the other Virgos I'm about to tell you about. If I hurt, they've just come. Same with the Leos. And just like carried me almost through some of these dark times. Just to be a lending ear to talk to and good shoulders to cry on. Like if I have ideas, I bounce them off of my Leos and my Virgos and my Libras too, which we'll get to that. But they are so wonderful. I have a neighbor, and another gift that Virgo has. They have natural green thumbs. My neighbor and I are getting ready to work on a victory garden once it, whenever May needs her Midol kicks in, if you will, we're going to plant some plants. And he also has, like, cactuses and ferns that he's grown, and his fishes, and it's just, like, the coolest little, like, I call it his botanical gardens, because the way he gardens and makes things look and arranges them, it's beautiful. And he is, like, so salt of the earth as well. Like, he and my drummer, we've all kind of been through some serious scenarios in our life, and those two have, and also my two childhood friends from home, and my neighbor and other neighbor, and the final one I'll talk about, we'll get to that in a second, they have just let me talk and let me vent. And they always said, hey, things are going to get better. I know your work ethic. I know you're good to your word, and it's going to be okay. my Leos. Like, they've just been such a support system, and they're great. The next one is my neighbor next door, also very hardworking, very practical. Also, my neighbors are amazing at cooking. Same with my drummer. They are just, oh my god. The Virgo food's unreal. They cook for you. They care about you. They care about you. And then, I want to talk about my favorite one for a second, so I hope he doesn't mind me watching this video. My boyfriend is a Virgo, and we've known each other since we were teenagers, but only started dating until this year. Both of us kind of had a thing for each other, but I don't think one or the other kind of could confirm it until later on down the line. And he is literally my chill pill walking. Like, I could have the shittiest day, and he walks into the room, I'm like, hi, I'm fine. Like, he just calms me down. He is so soothing. Another thing about Virgos, this is something I absolutely admire about him. They pay attention. They know you. And they can tell your next move, too, by the way. They will call it. And they always do it like, yo, I know you're going to do it. Simple as that. And then they're like, and see, I told you so. But they don't do it in a hate way. Like, I tried telling you, I tried warning you. But I'll still listen. I know you need me right now. But my Virgo, he pays attention. All my Virgo friends do. They pay attention. He knows, like, my work schedule. He always frequently texts me, good night, good morning, checks in on me, has been my rock through this, because we're long distance. But, yeah, so, Corona, you suck. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for that. Yeah, YouTube. Just saying it stinks. Don't monetize it. Anyway, they're such great creative energies, and they put practical. Their creativity is practical, something that they can use as a skill. The princess parties my friend does, everything is attention to detail. Her outfits are extremely detailed. The wig she uses, extremely detailed. Like, I watched her read a book as one of her princesses last week, and I was just like, I'm so proud of you. Look at what you've done. You've built your own little empire. My drummer is one of the toughest souls. Same with my neighbor, the toughest souls I've ever met. And they are just the most loving hearts. They're great. Like, I always, like, say how proud I am of all of them for all the things they've overcome and, like, what they're doing in their lives now. Like I said, with my drummer, she can do makeup and everything is very precise. Precision. A beautiful precision that only a Virgo has. And then, like, someone like my fella who pays attention. Ladies, if you want someone that pays attention to you, get a Virgo. Or Capricorn, they will pay attention to you. I promise. As long as, you know, they're not, I like to call, there's higher functioning where they're like, oh, the positives, and then there's the lower functioning where they're negative. So the positive ones are going to pay attention and just be there for you. And I'm thankful I got with my Virgo. He's absolutely been my source of calm through this whole thing. He's been, also Virgos are great cheerleaders. They care about you. They're going to cheer you on. They want you to be the best version of you. They're not doing it to be anal or tender. That's because they see potential in you. If a Virgo sees potential in you, they're going to ride you until you go up to that potential. They want you to rise to the top because they have such faith in you. And they have your back too. Another strong advocate is a Virgo. Because Virgos always have the receipts. Once again, back to paying attention. They'll be like, you did that thing, this thing, that thing, this thing. It's an earth sign gift, but Virgos are the best at it. And, like, they have their facts. They have their ducks in a row, and they're going to check you before you can check them. And they are such wonderful creatures. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this in Gemini's video, because they're also mutable. And Gemini's also ruled by Mercury, so they like to chat a lot. They're very chatty once you get to know them. Like, two of my two girlfriends, like when I call them, they're like, my neighbor, and it's a good thing. Like, I love talking with them. Their energy, they're very energetic when they talk. And I think it's so much fun to be around them because you can learn a lot from Virgos. And they are ruled by Mercury, and they're also immutable signs. So mutable, they can flex, they can bend, they know how to work their way into situations. If it gets bad, they know how to work their way out. Virgos, when they're mad, oh boy. not going to explode necessarily and smack you upside the head like some of the other signs. But back to the receipts. You are going to get got if you get a Virgo. For real. They're going to come at you with all of the little idiosyncrasies. Down to the little idiosyncrasies of what you've done wrong. To that. They let you have it. However, if you can pony up and say, I screwed up, they'll forgive you. They usually talk it out with them. If you admit your faults and you talk and you communicate, they usually forgive you. And Virgos also are the change. Back to the mutable energy, they also are the change into the next season. So if you see someone with mutable, that means they are leading into the next season. So like Virgo is the end of summer, beginning of fall. Right before Libra, which Libra is cardinal, that means the start of fall. So, yeah, Virgos, I hope you like this video. My wonderful maidens and princes. I actually got a prince now. So, ha! I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you later.